Hey guys. Well, today I decided to bring a different type of video. This one is actually was a little bit special. I took out directly the Georgia along with my clanmate, Your Boss, which actually he is a very good friend of mine in real life. And we decided just to go out and have fun. So today the reason why I brought this is that with this battle, things just kind of worked out. I mean, this is like the battle to show you that shows you exactly what the Georgia can do. So first of all, when we started here in the match, we were deciding where to go, either to the left or to the right, and said, okay, then my friend said, let's go to the left. There's only the Musashi and the Lenin over there. They got the Lenin and the Tirpitz over there on the other side, so let's just go over there. I said, okay, we'll get some island cover or something. So I said, okay, I'll follow you. And by this time, everybody's already saying that this battle already doesn't have any DDs. And as you can see on the comments over there, that people are gonna start chatting and to push and push and push and push. And yeah, basically that's what we did. Most of us, and it worked wonderful. I mean, the downside is that we did have CVs in this battle, but it was a very good battle, honestly. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So at this moment that we're going on, we already see on the map that the Des Moines, the Venezia, and the Sovietsky Soyuz, along with the Musashi, are already preparing right in the site that we chose to go in. So right now, my friend, who's in Des Moines, he's already going to get some island cover. He's trying to get there in a good position, just in case if anybody hides there, he's gonna throw in the pop in the radar for the rest of us to shoot at, which actually that is extremely helpful and very good to and see properly. Right now you can see that the Des Moines is already starting to going into position and start spamming at the Alaska, at the Reagan, and the Lennon. At this point I'm still not getting there, but he's getting in a very good position, and over there he was able to spot at that moment the Venezia, so I decided to take up a pop shot at this moment. But unfortunately, the moment that I took out this pop shot, you can clearly see that he just disappeared and I completely missed him. So the RNG just went and said, no, you're hitting up the island. So I said, okay, but at this moment I can see that the Des Moines is already decided to come up away from the island. And I said, okay, this is my moment. Let's start taking the pop shots at it. Luckily for our midway that he's already spotting them. I said, let's go for it. And yeah, and at this moment, when he disappears, I just completely ask my friend, pop the radar. I want to take a shot at the Des Moines. So he does at that moment. Good teamwork by him, spotting the Des Moines right away. And I said, okay, this is the time. This is the moment. Let's start shooting at him. So I'm trying to aim exactly where he's gonna be, because I still have to shoot from afar, from the other side of the island. But I said, okay, it's gonna arc anyway. And my secondaries have already started working on him, and you can see I already set a fire, and he already is taking a chunk. And luckily, the Des Moines was taken out. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it weren't for my teammate, that he actually popped in the radar and was able to pop out. So at this point, I already see that the Riga is already starting to head back. I said, okay, I'm gonna shoot at the stern of it, and hopefully I can get any superstructure or anything on it. But also, I'm also spotting that the Sovietsky Soyuz is on its way. So there, we got a nice about 8k something on the Riga. But at this point, I'm already overexposed and showing a little bit of broadside to the Sovietsky Soyuz. So I decided to hit it up a little bit more and just head in front of the island just to cover myself there from the Sovietsky Soyuz. And already starting to angle my bow towards him as soon as I come out of that island, and see if I can take a pop shot here, because at this moment he is angled. He is using the island as a cover. But I said, okay, let's go with the shell arcs of the Georgia and let's take our shot there and see what happens. And I'm almost at secondary range right now in this one. I take another 8k pop on him. Was able to launch, get a few pins on him. And at this aspect, okay, So I still don't know if the Riga's gonna come out. That's why I'm not completely turning to the Sovietsky Soyuz. But in this case, I said, let's go for it. You know what? I don't care. Let's just get there fast enough. Hopefully the Riga doesn't come up and starts to hit me full broadside. And so I decided to gamble on it. And at a moment like this, I decided, no, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, there he is. I decide to hit the speed boost in a moment like this because I'm already showing broadside to the Yamaji. I'm showing broadside directly to the Riga, and I'm not in a very good position here. So I decided, no, come on, let's get there fast in front of the Sovietsky Soyuz. And that's why I didn't even shoot at the Yamaji at that moment because, quite frankly, I didn't want to give myself out until I wouldn't there. But at this moment that I was radar, I went like, okay, this is not good. I have to get there fast. And I'm just waiting and waiting directly to see if the Sovietsky Soyuz pops out. That and for the moment, hopefully, I was at this moment I wasn't too sure what was going to happen. But as soon as I was popping out, there he is, and I went like, okay, okay, he's already angling. He knows that I'm coming, and he's already hitting reverse in this aspect. So I went like, okay, perfect. But in this aspect, I see that the Riga is already looking at me. That he knows that I'm coming. So that's for me. That's when I decided not to go any further away, not to show any broadside directly to the Riga, and just start chipping little by little at the Sovietsky Soyuz, because there was no way I wanted to show any broadside to him. And at this moment, I was going like, God, should I creep out a little bit forward and just shoot him? And yes, but no, I was really tempted, so I decided, no, I'll stay here and I'll continue chipping off on the Sovietsky Soyuz. See, like I said, the Riga, he just got a full pop at my bow. So at this moment, the Sovietsky Soyuz is already dead. Somebody else took him, which that was great. So I decided, okay, let's go full force directly right on the Riga right now. He already popped up, and I said, okay, full broadside on him. Let's shoot right now and see what we get. And I decided, I normally, and there we got two very good citadels there worth 31k, which in this aspect I was very satisfied with this. Um, so I decided to continue forward. I wasn't going to let him escape or anything like that, but I already see that over there was the Venezia right in front and the Amagi. And unfortunately, I had no choice. I really had to go in an angle because I was already getting fired directly from the Hindenburg about 10 kilometers away. So at this moment, as soon as he started, this was my moment. Another citadel directly at the Riga, and of course that sent him home. But I was lucky that the Riga was actually that was showing directly the broadside, because my friend in Des Moines was already waiting on the other side of the map to show any broadside he would shoot at the Riga or myself. So we were already planning on that maneuver for him. So in this aspect, I decided, okay, let's go for the Amagi here, and we got ourselves another little kill. It just started to work perfectly. The way we surrounded directly going around the island, my friend in Des Moines and we were just making a crossover fire, not leaving them any option. So in this aspect, we decided, okay, let's try to get directly to Venezia. Let's get him so we can go back forth for the other teammates and not directly leave somebody behind us that would later regret shooting us at our backs. And at this moment, I could already see that the smoke was coming up on the Venezia, and if you can see directly on the right side, you can see that the smoke is puffing up. So I said, okay, so he's moving towards that side because I can see the smoke directly after. And also my friend in the Des Moines, he's already picking up on the map where he is gonna be. So okay, so I'm just waiting for the smoke to finish so he can be visible and just hit him up. Like at this moment, I said, okay, wonderful, let's get him. He's still at full health, so at this moment everybody starts concentrating fire. I was able to get quite a bit on there. I did knock out one of his turrets for a while, which that was perfect. That and immediately the Alaska and the Riga, the Des Moines, the Lennon, everybody started shooting. And at this moment, you could see that my secondary is already starting to act on him. And again, mistake by the Venezia. Instead of going forward, he gives broadside here, and he does get a. He was able to angle here. If he would have continued there, it would have been a big mistake. It would have been the end of his game for him. But unfortunately, I don't care what ship you're in. When you have at least 4 or 5 ships shooting at you at that moment, you're not gonna make it. I'm sorry. Like you see, there he is. Goodbye. So at that moment, okay, I said let's start turning, and luckily for me that I decided to turn because to take care of the other ones, because here comes the torpedoes, and it almost got me at this moment. I was really sweating it, but I said okay. I did a little bit of torpedo beats. Euro would be proud. But anyway, in this aspect, okay, let's go. And so while we decided to go directly and start hunting more over there, suddenly my friend in Des Moines in the Alaska also starts pinging out, and he's saying also on Discord, you know what, he's gonna ram the Musashi down there. So I pop in the spotter plane. I said, okay, let's see if I can help or anything like that. So at this moment, I decide to aim, and just by the bow of the Musashi there, where I think he's gonna ram directly the Musashi, that Bismarck. I said, okay, hopefully he lands there. Hopefully I don't hit the Musashi and become pink myself. But luckily for me, I was able to get him right there, and bye-bye. And Musashi continues to stay in the game. So I said, okay, so at this time we're already going at full speed. My friend already in the Des Moines, he's already spotting whatever he can in front. And I'm like, okay, good, let's continue. At this point of the game, I already had, he tells me, okay, go for it and everything. He was already about 20-something kilometers, so I wanted to get it there as fast as possible to catch up and hopefully get a couple of shots on him. Luckily for the Georgia, it does have a very nice speed boost, and even though it's only going at 39 point something at this moment, I said, perfect. Okay, you know what? Let's do for a lucky shot. Let's get it at the Hindenburg, the one that was shooting at me earlier in the back. And I said, okay, 24 kilometers away, I'm not gonna do anything. But he's already getting fired by everyone. And then there goes my shots, and luckily for me, my shots landed, and that gave me the Kraken right there. So that was a very lovely lovely stroke of luck there in that aspect, which I completely enjoyed. So at this moment, I decided, okay, let's go in directly for the cap. My friend in Des Moines, he's going, okay, he just enjoys planes coming towards him when he comes directly on the when he's using the Des Moines, because he actually looks for airplanes when he's using that ship, because he just loves tearing them apart. But okay. So at this moment, I'm going like, okay, I'm gonna cap, but I'm already making sure that my back turret is going towards that side, because I know that somewhere out there is the Audacious, and I want to go and hunt for it at that moment. So if you can see already, my back turret is turning and turning and turning. That's why I'm not even looking at the map what's happening on the right side, because just to make sure. But also I'm keeping my eye directly on the map as well. So, like I said, already at this moment, the Lenin, the Des Moines, and the Alaska, they're already turning south, directly looking for that Plymouth. They tell me, okay, the Plymouth just popped out. They're already shooting at it. I said, okay, well, I might as well start pointing my guns over there. By the time I get to the Audacious, it's gonna be a while. And I see that he's already turning, and I'm hoping to get at least one shot here. So I decide to shoot behind the island and see if I could get something. And luckily for me, I was able to get another Citadel on him and get my 6th kill on this match. So I said, at this time, forget it. I'm not staying in the cap. I'm gonna go all the way for the Audacious. There's already there's already going everywhere in around the map. They're already starting to look for the last players, like the guy in the Alaska. They're already thinking where he might be. At this moment, since I'm the one who's closest to the Audacious, he's actually focusing on me because he actually knows that I'm coming for him. So I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the hit. I don't mind. And actually, from here on, at this moment, I decide to take in every single hit from the Audacious, and hopefully not to sink me. But the reason why I wanted to do is because I knew there wasn't enough time on the game. I know the points were racking up fast, and by the time I would go there and look for the Audacious, luckily I see that airplane coming where it is, and I said, okay, that's where you are. I'm gonna start turning my turrets that way, and I'm not moving forward because or sideways. I just want to keep it up a little bit to keep up the speed, and besides, at this moment I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna take damage. That's even better because I'm already starting to look directly what's going to be for the adrenaline rush, how it's going to help me with my reload right now that I'm going after the Audacious, because in reality, I know there wasn't much time. They were all the enemy cap was almost on, and luckily for me, I see him there, and of course they're already congratulating me directly for having a game like this on the chat. So I said, thank you very much on that one. And here comes the Audacious, and luckily, okay, so I landed around 15k. I got in about 3 shots in it, which was very nice. And there I go, and I'm starting to pop in the planes and everything, and I am not taking this damage away. I am healing a little bit, but I want more that faster reload with the adrenaline rush. And at this moment, he's already in secondary range, and I hit him up, and I'm able to hit up around 11k, not much, and I'm still going. I can't believe it. This match is gonna be over, and I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. I'm trying to kill him because I know it's gonna be over. We're capping already, and I decided to pop in another one, and I get it at 10k, and match was over. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anything done here. I really wanted that 7th kill, but I have to say that I don't mind this. I actually enjoyed it a lot. This match shows that it's incredible what you can do with teamwork, and also how fun the Georgia can be when you go out brawling directly with different places. So anyway, so here are the stats. What I did. As you can see, I did this amount of damage. Then I came in first place. Got myself my little Kraken there. Well, here directly is the build that I have directly that I decided to go on the Georgia. It's kind of like a hybrid between secondary build and Deadeye, you know. So I don't know, it's a weird one, but it works for me anyway. So, well, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and give it a like if you like the video, and hope to see you next time, guys. Okay, see you. Bye bye.